Hello there. My name is Faye. Are you with me? Are you lucid? Yes? Good. You know, most people assume that lycanthropes are typically violent when they're not lucid, but the truth is they tend to just be afraid. I try to meet fear with calm. It tends to help in my experience. But if you're lucid, that makes the job that much easier. My name is Faye. I am a veterinarian. And I also engage in the less natural. I'll let you decide for yourself whether you'd like to think my name is quite literal. Don't worry, I won't ask for your name. Now, I'm given to understand that you had a little run-in with a would-be werewolf hunter, yes? Non-magical folk have been getting more and more bold of late. More and more violent. More and more willing to strike out at that which frightens them. It's a shame, really. Peaceful coexistence would be the ideal outcome. But for now, we must deal with things like this. Now, I'm told that you are suffering from a wound that refuses to heal in the hastened manner typical of your kind, and that you have not been able to revert your transformation for the last several days. I am here to help, if I may. All I need to do is take some time to ascertain exactly what has caused your current condition, and then respond accordingly. All right? I already have an inkling. I'll just need you to let me work. To start with, may I take a look at the injuries you suffered? I'm going to have to touch you for this, so I want clear permission. Go ahead and nod, if it's okay. All right. All right. Let's see. That is quite the gash on this side. There's what appears to be some burn marks as well. At a guess, the injury was inflicted with silver. That would explain the difficulty healing. The burns are a clear sign. But that alone would not be enough to halt your transformation. If I take a look at the other side, Puncture here. Stabbed. Such barbaric work. Werewolf hunters, they understand there's a person inside. They just don't care. Oh, easy. Easy, easy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Shh. You're okay. You're okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My hand brushed in a place it shouldn't have. I'm sorry. You're okay. You're okay. I'm here to take care of you. All right. I'm here to make it better. So I need you to stay with me. All right? Stay calm. Stay lucid. This will be much easier on the both of us if you can manage that. All right? Don't give in to fear. I don't wish to distress you any more than you already are. So please, relax for me. Good. Very good. I'm sorry if I caused you pain. Two major injuries, potentially other smaller cuts and abrasions, but two major injuries, both inflicted with silver. But that wouldn't be enough to leave you trapped like this, not unless the injuries would prove fatal upon reverting. But I don't believe these ones would. No, my guess. Poison. Wolfsbane is naturally the most famous poison used against werewolves, but there are others. And there's every potential that one of those poisons was used. By trapping you in this form, it makes it more difficult for you to return to society, to return to your life, to hide. That's, of course, if it doesn't kill you, which it won't. I'll make very sure of that, okay? Now, what I'm going to do, all right, is I'm going to cut the hair around both of those injuries. We're going to trim that fur of yours. Then I'm going to take a little swab and I'm going to collect a sample. All right? I will use some magic to process that sample and to ascertain exactly which type of poison has been used. And then I will provide you with an antidote. All right? If that is all understood, I'm going to begin now, okay? I have a pair of scissors right here. I know you just had a very bad experience with a blade. But as you can see, these scissors are made of iron, not silver. All right? They won't burn you on the touch. They're just for trimming hair. You're cocking your head. I can tell what you're thinking. Iron scissors. Rules out Faye, doesn't it? At least until you note the gloves. No, the truth is that these scissors are made of steel. And the Fae are vulnerable to cold iron, which steel is not. Essentially, the steel reaches a certain purity, no longer qualifies. So I could, provided I am, of course, a Fae, still touch these scissors to my skin and suffer no ill effects. You're more than welcome to ask me for what the truth is, just as soon as you regain the ability to form words. I'll answer honestly. After all, it would be quite the rare human to know so much about the medical care of so many supernatural creatures. It would be no ordinary human to know they exist in the first place. Here we are. Your fur is very thick, very smooth. You clearly take good care of yourself. Aside from, of course, the matting from the blood, which is no fault of your own. I do hope that hunter got what was coming to them. Unacceptable behavior. Unforgivable. You did not deserve what was done to you. There we are. All right. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to rub this little swab of mine right up against the injuries. It's going to sting a little, but I need to make sure I can collect a sample that contains some of the poison. I'm going to need you to be very brave for me, all right? Okay. All right. There we are. There we are. You're doing so well. You're doing very, very good. Nice deep breaths, my brave, brave wolf. My brave survivor. survived. You should be proud of yourself for surviving, for living. I'm going to make sure that you continue to do so. There we are. Now if I just go ahead and store the sample in here. Perfect. Now for the other side. Are you ready? It's going to sting again. All right. I'm so sorry I have to do this. But I need to make absolutely certain that I can identify the poison and provide you effective treatment. Most potions with effects similar to this are not lethal and will fade on their own with time. So in all likelihood, there's nothing to worry about. However, you will note I said most, not all. I need to make absolutely certain that this is not going to cause you undue harm if left untreated. All right. Let's store this second sample. There we are. Safely stowed away. Now, it's going to be a little while the magic works. In time, the contents of those vessels will change color, and that color will reveal the nature of the poison. But until then, I believe it would be best if you got some rest, all right? You've lasted this long. I'll be keeping an eye on you. An hour or two more of waiting won't hurt, all right? There we are. That's a brave wolf. Very, very soon, everything's going to be all better. Your are going to be taken good care of. Just rest. Everything is going